The story of sage Vishwamitra and Apsara Menaka is found in the Mahabharata and various other Purana. Brahmarishi Vishwamitra is considered to be one of the most revered rishis of ancient India. As per the holy Puranas, there have been only 24 rishis who have understood the Gayatri mantra. It is believed that sage Vishwamitra is supposed to be the first of them, and Yajnavalkya the last. He is credited as the author of the majority portion of the Mandala 3 of the Rig Veda. Rishi Vishwamitra was not a Brahmin by birth, but a valiant warrior. He was a Kshatriya king named Kaushika, son of King Gadhi. Vishwamitra competently ruled his kingdom for many years until he realized that spiritual power was greater than physical strength. He finally gave up everything and began his journey to become a great sage. As per Valmiki Ramayana, Vishwamitra once started to perform a severe penance for a period of thousands of years to earn the epithet of Brahmarishi, considered to be a greater fame than the position of Indra. Indra, fearing that Vishwamitra's increasing power could threaten his position, sent a beautiful celestial maiden called Menaka, an apsara, to distract Vishwamitra from his penance. Menaka was born during the Samudra manthan by the devas and the asuras. She is one of the most mesmerizing apsaras in all the three worlds, with an understanding of the world, intelligence, and unmeasurable talent. She, however, desired a family, a husband, and kids, and Indra took advantage of this fact and sent Menaka to distract Vishwamitra. The Apsara approached the garden where Rishi Vishwamitra was meditating. As soon as she approached the Rishi, she began to dance. As she danced, Vayu, the god of wind, at the behest of Indra, blew Menaka's clothes away. He also spread the smells of jasmine, roses, and a million other flowers across the forest. Menaka, pretending to be coy, ran after her clothes in front of the Rishi, who then opened his eyes and was observing the heavenly creature with rapt attention. He was amazed by her beauty, and not only could Vishwamitra not control himself at looking at her porcelain-like body, but he went up to her and announced his love. As planned, Menaka accepted his proposal and started living with the sage. Years went by. Eventually, this couple was blessed with a child. Soon after this, Menaka had to return to the heavens as her job was done. Vishwamitra left this child in a patch of reeds where she grew up among birds. Another sage named Kanva found this little girl and gave her a place in his ashram. He raised her, educated her, and named her Shakuntala. Shakuntala later met King Dushyant at his hermitage and married him. They together had a son called Bharat, after whom our country, Bharat, was named. Another version of a similar story says that Menaka had genuinely fallen in love with Vishwamitra. Therefore, she told him the real reason behind her appearance. Hearing the truth, Vishwamitra was furious and he cursed her. Even though he loved her, he cursed her to be separated from him and their daughter. So Menaka was heartbroken and went away, never returning to his life again. Years went by. Vishwamitra approached Lord Brahma with a great ambition to earn the epithet of Brahmarishi. However, Brahma mentioned that he is still far away from becoming one, since he has not yet gained complete mastery over his senses and required a greater penance to earn that supreme position of Brahmarishi. Brahma presented himself to Vishwamitra and granted him a status of Maharshi, but Vishwamitra was not satisfied. He wanted to become a Brahmarishi, not Maharshi. Accordingly, Vishwamitra went away and started to perform a greater penance than his previous one. Indra was jealous of his achievements. and hence sent another beautiful damsel of Swargaloka this time, named Rambha, to distract the sage from his severe penance. As Indra sat on a branch of a tree in the form of a cuckoo bird, Rambha did everything in her power to seduce the sage. However, it did not work this time. Vishwamitra did not feel anything at all. All his lust had vanished due to his newfound spiritual powers, but he couldn't stop himself from cursing Rambha. She was cursed to turn into a stone for 10,000 years by the sage. As a means of redemption from the curse, Vishwamitra ordained that a Brahmin would later release her from the bondage of the curse after the conclusion of 10 cycles, each of 1,000 years. Rambha instantly turned into a stone, and Indra flew away in terror. However, Vishwamitra lost the merit of mastery over his senses, accumulated through penance for thousands of years due to yielding himself to the demon of his own wrath. He decided to abandon the place and proceed towards another sacred place to start another penance for perfecting the mastery over his senses. This time, he had an even harder and severe penance in his mind. He gave up on food and water. He even limited his breathing to the bare minimum required for survival. He continued his intense sadhana for many years until the day Lord Brahma appeared and he was given the title of Brahmarishi by Lord Brahma himself.